Welcome back to our Dream in the Woods. We're building today, putting some stuff on the concrete pad, squaring things up, getting some brackets down, drilling some holes, making some permanent connections. So super excited about that. Beautiful day. Got Brian here.
We need more coffee.
We need more coffee. First things first. Yeah. Anyway, started out the morning here, getting things squared up again, and we're gonna put the outside brackets down and then go from there. So we started out by squaring things up and getting some chalk lines down. So we're gonna set the four corners, which is great, and leave them there and keep going.
Yeah, I think that one here is close.
Okay, first bracket set.
Well, not completely,
Not completely.
but we're square and happy.
Square and happy.
Okay.
I think we're just gonna put 2 bolts in for now, and then we'll come back through and set the other 4. So keep hitting it. All right, we are lining all the brackets up and out, sideways, endways, double checking our math. Snap lines all the way around. This between the first 2 bents, it's 10 feet from the edge of this bent to the center of the second bent, and then 10 feet on center until the end one.
All holes are going to match.
All the holes are going to match. We're trying to put this detail in here where the center bolts are on the inside of the concrete, just so we have more concrete from the edge. We're going to worry about these end brackets later because this is the main building structure, so we're trying to get everything square. And then I think we're going to use a laser level to the protract up on the piers. So that's not right now. So anyway, going good. I think we're going to just go ahead and attach all these, get 2 in each hole. 4 times 7, quite a few of them. Okay, we got the perimeter H brackets in, post brackets, and so now we're just double checking that our lines are accurate. Those of you that are kind of new to the channel here, these 4 brackets represent 4 posts that represent 1 bent, and so there'll be every 10 feet a bent. So 7 of them on the concrete and then an additional 8th one on those piers over there. And then this represents the bent, so each plane will get 1 of those. Initially, we're just going to build the center part on the concrete pad, get 8 of them built, stacked together in different stacks, and then lift it into those posts with a crane. And then we'll build these 2 side pieces piece by piece independently. So that's the plan. All right, spent some big bucks on a nice laser level, and first time using it. So I just put it on that line, and then the idea is that it projects up on here, and so you can see that laser line pretty well. So we already got the distance, so now all I have to do is line that bracket up on the laser line, and we can drill that in. I waited till the evening. We tried it during the day. It was windy, and this doesn't work that well in the sun, but sun goes down, got a nice line, pretty handy. This was a solution to try to go up and have it perfectly straight. So anyway, get these last 4 in here this evening, and they'll all be set. So there's the green line, nice and straight, and that back mark. Only thing I messed up on here is I put both of them on the same side. You can tell that Brian was doing most of the drilling today. So anyway, I think I'm gonna put 1 more in there just to make it good, and start with the next bracket. Looks like the robins are doing good. Well, we're just getting going for start of day 2. All the brackets are in place. That was a good project. The line looks good going down each one. When you're drilling concrete, it's not like having a drill press out there where you can get very super precise, but I'm I'm happy with everything. I'd say everything's within an eighth of an inch, and lots of them are perfect. So yeah, good project. That's all the H brackets. They still have to be, the remainder of the wedge bolts need to be drilled out and pounded in and hit or torqued down, but that can be another day project, a good fill-in project when I have extra people here. Definitely ran into some rebar, and so if you see this one here, you know, we kind of just bottomed out, so we went ahead and put the wedge bolts in there, and we're hoping out of those 6 holes that at least half of them will go down to full thickness, but we didn't fight through that, and we just plan on, I'm just going to cut those off. So I think 5.5 inches at 3/4 inch, 6 of them, and even if half of those are in full thickness, I'm still happy with that. So anyway, great day yesterday. Next up on the agenda, over there by the power, I'm going to set up a station over there to plane the timbers. I'm going to use these log bunks as kind of my sawhorses, and so I get those over there. I might have to cut them down. Want a comfortable working height. I think those are retired for my sawmill. They were a great idea and they did work well, but with the angle that I got going on now at the sawmill, I mean, we're going to put fill in there, but it's still going to be a grade to get up there, and I just don't think those are going to work anymore. So repurpose those into sawhorses for planing the timbers down. So I went up to my in-laws yesterday and got some, these are old rafters that were too short, all jack pine, and I'm gonna use those as spacing block between the bents as we stack them. And I decided to just grab them all because they might be handy, come in handy later. So it's a pretty good pile of them there. So beautiful day. I think Brian's gonna be here a little bit later. Time to get busy. I got these positioned about 7 feet apart. The smallest timbers are 8, and then goes up to 22 feet. So they're nice and sturdy. I cut these quite a while ago. Geez, over a year ago, I'd say, maybe longer than that. And I used them as a log bunk to load logs on the mill, but this will be a good repurpose. So the idea is that this will be the station to plane those timbers. So I should be able to put a few of them on here and then kind of work off this edge, then load the timbers on that timber cart, and then I kind of smooth this out and make a ramp over to the slab. Kind of miss Eric's backhoe ninja skills, but I think this will get the job done. We'll see. Next thing, grab a timber and see how that planer works. Well, just uncovering everything, taking some inventory, see if I can locate everything. These are all rafter beams and collar ties, so 6x8 material, 16 foot and 14 foot. So for each bent that we're working on right now, we'll need 3 pieces out of there, 2 rafters and a collar tie. These are 6x10s primarily, and these are the main post. Those are 22 foot long, and then there's a beam that supports the second floor. That's like 16 foot. So that's this pile. So there'll need to be 3 pieces out of each bent they're working on now. Lumber organization, and I feel like this is very organized, but this is what happens. So now I cut a couple of random pieces. That's a 8 by 10 and an 8 by 8, and then that's a 6 by 8 that don't really match in this pile. So now I got to pull those off. I was thinking about supporting that balcony with those pieces, and I've changed directions, so they're just what they are. But so now I need to pull those off and put them someplace. You know, by the time I'm done making these bents, this pile will be open, which is crazy, and then I can put them back on this nice long one. So, but I really don't have anything that is that long down here, and so finding places to put things is a little bit challenging. So might put it down there with those. Anyway, not a big problem, just trying to get organized. These are 6 by 6s, 6 by 8s, and they are all the other components, all the bracing, king posts, queen posts. Then there's some stuff for the side bents that are in there too, or the side wings that we won't be using, but should be enough of that material there. 8 foot, 10 foot, and 12 foot material there. So it's an exciting moment. I'm a little apprehensive. The timbers look very good. I feel like the storage was excellent. They are still not dry, but for all that work we did over the winter, those look pretty dang good. So, and if I need to make more, I can. All right, these are the pieces for one of these bents. This is the main beam. These are rafters. These are all the support pieces, king post, and the corner ties. 2 long beams. And then that's the collar tie, the 6 by 8. So it begins. I don't even know what this is.
I don't either.
I think it's
Six
your,
by eight, right?
I think this is your tie beam.
Yeah, it could be the. Yeah, the other one's a 6x10. That might be one I need to cut. Yeah, that's the guy for the the 62-degree angle. Yeah.
So the planer seems like it's doing good. I'm happy with the bite it's taken. I don't think I need to go down any deeper. It's taken maybe up to 90% of it after 2 passes, and I don't think it's worth doing a 3rd pass. If some of this is showing, most places it's going to be fine. We may have to do some hand sanding in the end, but yeah, I think it's worthwhile to plane them off. So it's heavy, but it seems like it's working good. You just have to have a clear path and have the beam at the edge of the sawhorses. So yeah, we're doing it. It's fun. All right, we're getting things laid.
Pitch pocket down. I think I like the pitch pocket down. Where will you see this one?
We'll see it.
Let's put. You want it down or up? I guess down.
Yeah, no, it can go down, I think.
Well, it may bleed pitch on you later too.
Well, it'll only bleed for so long. So, all right, back to it here. The scale of this thing is starting to take shape. These rafter beams are long, so they only come out 2 feet, 2 foot overhang. But we're going to leave them long for now and then cut them when they're up.
Don't look at the secret paperwork.
Yeah, don't look at the secret paperwork. This is all off the Barn Geek plans, and we're making it happen. This is first layout, and then kind of come up with the plan of how to do the rest of it. So, awesome. All right, we got one of those bents laid out. Pretty comfortable with all the angles. Everything's fitting tight. Lots of activity over on the work site there, so we're going to get after it over the next couple weeks. Next thing we're going to do is screw that one bent together, figure out how we're going to move it, how we're going to get it to the ground, all that kind of stuff. And then I think we're going to just stage all the pieces, get them planed, get at least some of them cut, so then we can kind of go into assembly mode and assemble a bunch of bents and over the course of maybe 2 days or something like that. So that's the plan. Thinking about ordering that crane to get here in about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks, something like that. So it's crazy, exciting, kind of fun to see all those timbers be planed up and go into a structure. So appreciate everyone watching. We'll have the next video out here in a few days. Thanks for watching.